Okay, so we've got our shopping cart set up. Let's do some customizing to make it a little bit more personal. First thing we're going to do is we're going to change this into a logo, but we need a logo first. So we're going to get a logo from um, Logo Joy. It's a fairly easy way to get yourself a free logo, and it does a lot of the design work for you. Um, so let's get started. Oh, by the way, of course, if you've already got a logo, you can skip this step and just jump ahead to the next bit where we put it up on the website. So we're going to just enter in the name of our business, and it asks us to choose a few designs that we kind of like the look of. Quite frankly, I'm not all that fussy. I'm looking for a hopefully something with a white background. I think I just like the contrast, so it should be a pretty simple design if it's for me. Let me just go with that one. Click continue on the bottom. I'm actually just looking for a black and white logo. You guys can change whatever color you like. There's stacks of different designs here. I don't have a slogan that I want to put in here in particularly, so I'll just skip to the next step. I'm looking for knives, and it'll give us a whole bunch of different icons that we can play with, and let's choose a few and we'll see what comes up in our logo. Alright, and now we've got that, we can hit the continue button on the bottom. And what I often do with creating logos is that I'll use something like this as a template or a basis to get started, and after I've got a bit of a layout or a design, if I really feel like I need to change it up to make it more unique, then I'll pop it into Photoshop and I'll make some edits for it as well. Okay, so in order to get through to the next part, you actually do need to sign up. I just usually use a free account because it's one-click sign-ups for a lot of stuff like this. And I'll just click on Facebook here. It'll ask me to continue, and that's fine. So it allows us to come through to view the logos that they've created for us. That looks pretty cool actually. The red color makes it look a bit ominous though. But it's cool. It's a cool looking design actually. So I might just stick with that one, and maybe I'll change the colors back later on. So we'll click on that. It might let us change the background and the colors as well. I'm doing most of this stuff on the fly, so it may not be as predictable as if I had sort of pre-planned a lot of this. So let's just have a bit of a play here. So we'll edit the background. We'll change the background to I think a bit white in there. Well, I can do that because I know the code for white, but I don't even see white in here. But we could have just chosen it like that, and that'll work too. And that's fine, so I've got that, and I might just click this, and we'll change it to black, because I just like the black and white for this design. And that's fine for me. In fact, what I might do is, let's see, maybe I can move these well. It doesn't really let me drag them around. Well, if we here we go. We can just go there. That's the one. That's what I'm after. All right. So the cool part of that, this guys, is that of course you can buy the design, and that's great. But you know, I mean, why buy it? We don't have to. We can actually just take a screenshot of the logo, and we can keep it as is. And it's not a high definition image at all, but it will definitely get us. It'll get us what we need. So what I do, there's a button on your keyboard if you don't already know, and it says print screen. If you use that button, then you will get an image off the screen, and then you can edit that image in Microsoft Paint or something like that. Mine actually calls up a third-party program which lets me take a selection of the screen area. I'm actually going to do that. And I'll put a link to this software in the description if you like as well. That way I can actually save it directly. And put it directly onto my desktop where I can get to it later. Incidentally, that software is called LightShot. That's interesting. Okay, so it's a different website. LightShot is I'll link to the actual website for you in a text file next to this video. That way you can use that, or if you just want to press the print screen button, you can then grab Microsoft Paint, and you can put it into the Paint program, and then use the crop button, which will be here somewhere. Resize. You can resize it there, or maybe just shrink it like that. And so when you put your entire screenshot in here, you can just resize it to. Actually, that's going to resize the whole image. You want to crop it. So basically use the select button, select the area that you've got, and hit crop, and that'll shrink it and cut out the outside bits. If you're really struggling with that, let me know and I'll do another video to help you resize an image. But for now, we've got ourselves a logo, and we'll go back over to the website, the West Blades website, and we're going to hit the customize button on the top, and we'll go to site identity on the top left here and select logo. So I'm just going to select files. I'll put it on the desktop, and there it is. Hit the open button and it'll pop in there, and we'll just hit the select button, and it wants me to crop it. I don't really want to crop that. I'll go to there. And now we have a logo. So that's the first step in customizing the site. Now there's a whole bunch of other stuff that you can do within this the customizer, and of course you can change the header, which I imagine is this section here, or it might be a section at the top. Footer, changing the colors. Let's just change the header background color for fun. See which area it is. Yeah, there it is up there. We're going to keep that, the background image. I don't want to change that either. The font, the typography, it's just giving us colors. That's a bit boring. changes from left to right, but that's fine the way it is. Menus. Well, this is our menu at the top. I like it just the way it is. Let's have a look at home page settings. It's a static page. Yep, this is all just fine, guys. There's not a lot in here we need to actually change, so we'll just leave this as is. We've got our logo up now, and then we'll come back in and we'll change some of this other stuff. So make sure you hit publish before you exit out, and we'll go through and we'll just do another couple of changes here too. So we can edit this section here. Personally, I don't really like that background image, so we'll come over here and we'll hit the edit page button, and that will bring us in here, and we've got a featured image on the bottom here. Now, of course, our website is definitely not about hoodies and jumpers and stuff like that, so I'm going to just get rid of this featured image, and we'll update to see what that did. There we go, it's taken out that that background image. We've got a little welcome. This little button actually brings you to the edit page section as well. So let's put some info about our website. Let's actually just put that on the top. Hit update, hit refresh. Home sharp pointy things. Now we're going to get straight into our shopping cart stuff in a moment. And what we'll do there is we'll edit some of these products to put in our actual products, so that we're not looking at somebody else's stuff. And we'll get onto that in the next video. So we'll see you then.